In this video, you will learn how to add and subtract decimals. Let's start with an addition example. Here we've got 3.73 plus 4.12. So always what we want to do is rewrite things so that one of the numbers is directly under the other number. So here we're going to move 4.12 so that it's directly under 3.73. And we've done it in a way that the decimal points are aligned with each other. So the decimal point for the bottom number is under the decimal point for the top number. That's completely required, as you'll see in the subsequent examples as well. And now we're just going to add the bottom number to the top number while moving from right to left. So we're going to go one column at a time here. So starting from the right, 3 plus 2 is 5. Now move over to the left one spot, 7 plus 1 is 8. Now move over to the left, 3 plus 4 is 7. And now we need to move that decimal point straight down. So the answer is 7.85. Let's do another example. And so again, we need to get the numbers stacked on top of each other with the decimals aligned. So we want the decimal in 22.91 to be aligned with the decimal in 9.1929. So I'm going to move 22.91 such that it's stacked right under the other number with the decimals directly aligned with each other. So I'm not aligning the right digit always, I'm aligning the decimals. And then I'm going to add down each column working from right to left. So 9 plus nothing, there's nothing under it, is 9. 2 plus nothing, there's nothing under it, is 2. 9 plus 1 is 10. But I don't want to write a 10 down here. I can only write one digit down here. So I'm going to put a 0 and carry the 1. Since 9 plus 1 was 10, I put the right-hand digit of 10 down here and the left-hand digit of it here. Right, so a 1 and then a 0 is a 10, but I couldn't write 10 down here. So again, one more time, 9 plus 1 is 10, so I put a 0 and carry the 1. Now I'm going to add straight down. 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11, but I can't write an 11 down here. I'm going to write a 1 and carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. So I'm going to put a 2 and carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And now I need to move that decimal down just like I did before, and just move it straight down. And there's your answer, 32.1029. Let's do another example where we're adding more than two numbers. We can add as many as we want, and we just stack them again, just like we did before. So we'll move that second number from where it was and stack it with the first number. Then we'll move the other number away and stack it. Remember, we're aligning the decimals. We're not always aligning the right digit. We're aligning the decimals. And then we're going to add straight down. Nothing plus 3 plus nothing is 3. 2 plus 3 plus nothing is 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. And then we got to move that decimal straight down. So the answer is 14.953. So that was addition. Now let's do subtraction. And the concept or the procedure for how to do subtraction is pretty similar to addition, at least in that we stack the numbers and we make sure the decimals are aligned and we work from right to left. So let's move this 4.12 such that it's under the 6.93. And now we're just going to subtract straight down in each column, working from right to left. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Move that decimal straight down. 6 minus 4 is 2. So the answer is 2.81. Let's do another example. 6.92 minus 4.13. So again, I got to move that 4.13 to being under 6.92. And now I work from right to left, subtracting down each column. Ooh, but this one's trickier. I can't do 2 minus 3. That's going to give me a negative number. I don't want negative numbers down here. Okay, so now you need to learn a new trick. Well, I need this 2 to be bigger. so that it's big enough to subtract 3 from it. So I'm going to borrow from the next digit over. I'm going to reduce that 9 by 1 so that it's an 8. And then I'm going to insert a 1 so that 2 becomes a 12. So that's the trick, is we reduce the next digit over to the left by a factor of 1. We subtract 1 from it, so the 9 becomes an 8. And then we take that 1 and we borrowed it, right? We put it over here with the next number over so that 2 becomes a 12. So now 12 minus 3 is 9, 8 minus 1 is 7, 6 minus 4 is 2, and we move that decimal straight down, so the answer is 2.79. 66.93 minus 4.2117. Well, we got to move this number over to be under the 66.93. And we do it so that the decimals are aligned. Now we're going to start from right to left subtracting, but we don't have anything above the 7 or above the 1. Well, 66.93 is the same thing as 66.9300. So you can just add some zeros up there so you have something to work with. Now we work from right to left subtracting. 0 minus 7, oh, we have that problem again. 0 is too small. We can't subtract 7 from it because we don't want to write negative numbers down here. Okay, so we got to borrow from the next digit over. Oh, we can't borrow from a 0 because if we reduce 0, it's going to become a negative 1, and we don't want negative numbers up in here. So what do? Well, we got to get this 0 to be bigger so that the 0 over here can even have something to borrow from. So we're going to have to borrow from this 3 to get this 0 to be a 10. Then we can borrow from that 10 to get this 0 to be bigger, to be a 10. Okay. So we're going to borrow from this 3 again by reducing it to a 2, and now this 0 becomes a 10. Now we're going to have to borrow from that 10 to get this 0 to be bigger. So that 10 becomes a 9, and then that 0 becomes a 10. Okay, now we work from right to left, subtracting down the columns. So 10 minus 7 is 3, 9 minus 1 is 8, 2 minus 1 is 1, 9 minus 2 is 7, 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 minus nothing, or minus 0, 6 minus nothing is 6, and then we move that decimal straight down, just like always. So the answer is 62.7183. So working through these examples, I hope it has become clear how to do addition and subtraction of decimals. If you found this video helpful, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel.